Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Tassie Hub episode. I'm back at the Cradle Mountain, Lake St Clair National Park. Now I'm here at the Dove Lake Viewing Shelter. It's the first time I've been here. It's a very high touristy area, so I suppose I've got to spend some money on facilities, but they've gone all out with this place. Cradle Mountain behind me. Gonna tackle a few smaller walks / maybe a little mountain hike as well. I was going to do a big one, but I don't know if I've got time. The last shuttle bus leaves here at 6 o'clock, and this hike's probably 7-8 hours, so I think I've run too late. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll show you more of the sights. We'll go from there. Cheers. So a bit of a glimpse of the new viewing shelter. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Look at that. There she is, Cradle Mountain, Dove Lake. We're gonna have a look at Mount Campbell today. Don't know if I have time for another able. I've left my run pretty late, but magic spot. So the new viewing shelter at Cradle Mountain's quite, I don't know, it's very architecturally, like, you know, pretty crazy, like concrete, but I suppose that's the vibe these days. It's cool to check out though. A lot of money and effort's gone into constructing it, so it's definitely different. Pretty cool. A lot of information about the history of Cradle Mountain. Ice level was here 10,000 years ago. The Little Horn, Cradle Mountain Peak, which I've summited. A lot of these were forged by glacial pressures to cause mountain formations. It's crazy. This place is pretty eerie when you're by yourself. Cool. Oh, so you got a lot of information here about your certain hikes that you can do, your easier ones, your moderate, and your really difficult ones. I've done Cradle Mountain and Barn Bluff Summit. I'll look at Mount Campbell if I can do a hike there. For some reason it's not showing up as a hike, but I do want to do that because it is enable. There's a fair bit of information there for you guys when you come out here. You can pick which one that suits your fitness level and whatever time you have. This new shelter is really impressive though, like in terms, there, look, it's a fair bit of concrete. I know it's not really the most natural looking thing, but I suppose you've got to have something that's going to last a while. I wonder where this takes me. It's open. Yeah, it opens. That's cool. Okay. Alright, this is going to hopefully get me outside. All walks that way. Okay. Lake down there. All walks that way. Cool. Just going to navigate myself here a little bit. Circuit. Or another peak, but we'll see. Middle of summer, there's not much water at the moment. It's quite dry, so I've packed at least 2 or 3 litres of water. So anyone that's looking to do a massive hike, like a full day hike, make sure you have plenty of water, especially this time of year. I have been caught out having not enough water and having to preserve what I had. And yeah, when you're hiking, you certainly go through a lot of water, especially in the heat. So just here on the Glacier Rock new platform here, you've got the boathouse over there. You've got Marion's Lookout, which I've done with my mum years ago. Cradle Mountain summit right there. Hanson's Peak and Mount Campbell up the top right there. Magic day here at the moment. It's really good. A lot of people who are here today. Alright, head this way to Hanson's Peak, and Mount Campbell should be able to do before I hit Hanson's Peak. I might even do Hanson's Peak again, seeing as it's not a huge walk. And the views from there from memory was really sick, so I might do Hanson's Peak again, come back down, and then do the Dove Lake circuit. Gaining a bit of elevation, which is good. Mount Campbell's just on the left of me at the moment. It's actually not far from summiting that. I just never get sick of this vantage point, especially on a clear day. Dove Lake and Cradle Mountain looking absolutely majestic. I'll definitely do Hanson's Peak, because it's just there. It's just another probably 30 minutes away, so I might as well knock that over, get some views off that. Once I get there, I reckon there'll be a part of me that wants to do Mount Emmett. That's another 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours from there, I believe. So it's pushing it in terms of timings back to Dove Lake. But yeah, we'll see. I'm enjoying just having a cruisy walk/hike this time. Most of my hikes are usually fairly decent. It's good just to get a 3 or 4 hour one in. Nothing too strenuous, so you feel alright the next day. But yeah, anyway, glorious day here in Tassie. Majestic as. So just before Hanson's Peak, there's a track that goes left up to Mount Campbell. It is closed, but how else am I going to do Mount Campbell? Better off going on the track that's already formed. So I don't know, it's probably, I might get in trouble for this, but oh well. Do what you got to do to tick off a mountain off your list. The higher I go up, the views just get better and better. You can start to see some other peaks in the distance there. I'm not sure what that lake or lagoon is. Bloody magic, nearly there. Alrighty, I believe this is the summit of Mount Campbell. There's a bunch of rock cairns here. There was a small rock cairn formation there, but it looks like this is it. Summit of Mount Campbell. Yeah, ripper. Better touch it. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Now, the views on the southern side of Mount Campbell were a lot better. You do get a lot more 360 up here. You can see a little bit of the Western Tiers there and Mount Roland, but not hugely. The views were certainly a lot better from the southern side and probably the western side there of Mount Campbell. So I'll do a bit more filming off those points and rattle a few mountains off for you. So here's a really great vantage point of Mount Campbell, southern side, Cradle Mountain, Dove Lake, Mount Emmett right directly in front of us, Mount Pillion West, and Mount Thetis, I believe, in the far distance there. You've got Mount Oakley behind Mount Emmett, Mount Pillion East, Mount Pillinger, heading towards Mount Jerusalem National Park and all its peaks there, King David's Peak and Cumberland Bluff. Oh, absolutely epic. I'll get some clips on the other camera to zoom in and get those sweet views. There will be a time. gamble done and dusted. So next stop will be Hanson's Peak, that little one just there. And I might even go along the face track down to Dove Lake and then navigate all the way back to the Dove Lake viewing platform and pickup area. So that'll make it a nice little day hike, not too strenuous compared to what I'm normally used to. Should be only about 5 hours work, or 4 to 5 I'd say, of hiking with view stop, filming and lunch stops. But yeah, fairly cruisy day, and the weather certainly helps. How good is that? Absolutely glorious. Alright, Hanson's Peak it is. This bit's quite sketchy. Don't want to fall too far. Whoa. Probably a good reason why this track's closed, eh? A lot of people would come a cropper here, I reckon. Woo. Okay, so this is Twisted Lakes, the one I couldn't mention before. Thanks, Sign, for telling me that one. Won't do that one today. I'll keep going up to Hanson's Peak, which isn't too far away, I should say. And then I'll go down the face of Cradle for a little bit, down the Dove. Yeah. Absolutely magic. Good glimpse of Twisted Sister Lake. Looks like there's a nice little boardwalk down there, so maybe one day I'll check that out. Not today. Nearly at the summit of Hanson's. Look at that, guys. The summit of Hanson's Peak. You beauty. Wow, look at that. It's my first time here, but you never get sick of that view. Absolute perler. Got some kayakers down there. Beautiful. Alrighty, a bit of a turning point here. That way you've got Lake Rodway and Mount Emmett, and then back onto the overland track. Lake Rodway is really nice. It's got a hut there you can camp. Might do that one day, but I'm going to go this way, the face track, and then back down to Dove Lake and have a cruisy run home. And I'm going to dip my legs in the lake. How about that? It's stinking hot, so I think I deserve it after being out in it for a while. Cradle Mountain there. So it looks like you got to go up before you go down again, which I didn't think you had to, but oh well. Up we go. Jesus. It's pretty cool. You don't really notice that Cradle Mountain has these rock formations at the bottom of it. Bit of erosion by the looks, so it's a little bit sketchy walking underneath it, to be honest. Alright, Cradle Mountain just there. Not going to sum that one today. I'm going to head towards Dove Lake Car Park, which is over there. And that's what I got to contend with. Steep as. Along the way I'll see Lake Wilkes, which will be nice. And of course Dove Lake. Alright, starting to return home. So this will be your last little steep bit here, and then it should be fairly cruisy. I'm going to jump in Lake Wilkes, I reckon. It's too damn. I can't wait to get to Dove. I'm going to jump in there. Here we are, Lake Wilkes. I'm going to have a quick wade in here right now. Oh, nice. It is pretty rocky, but it's alright. That's not bad. Oh, this is so good. Just soaking the feet, eh? Doesn't look like it's real deep here, but I reckon once you get to the middle she'll be quite deep. I'm not going to swim in it today. Just going to splash water on myself. Like that. Woo. Oh, might take the sunnies off, eh? Oh, that's good. It's absolutely sweltering here in fucking Tassie. A massive heat wave. So this is well received. Hopefully this gives me the little bit of energy to finish my last bit of the hike. Good spot to do it. Yoo! Little stream that comes out of Lake Wilkes goes into Dove Lake. I saw some little fish in there. I reckon they're galaxias. I don't reckon they're trout, but they're too small to sort of identify. So, but I'm pretty sure they're galaxias. So trout would eat those if they were in there, but I don't think there's any trout in that lake. Probably a good thing because it'll protect the galaxias, which are actually native to Tassie. Scenery certainly changes when you get closer to Dove Lake. You've got this myrtlewood forest right next to it. Whew. Give me a bit of shade, which is good, much needed. Okie dokie, back to Dove Lake car park. Might have a little either swim stop there, not a swim stop, like a wade stop over there, or back at the boathouse. Most likely the boathouse, I reckon. So when you come here, Cradle Mountain Lakes and Clare National Parks board hiking tracks are very well maintained. You've got boardwalk, you've got well established tracks, etc. So it's good to see some money being put into the tracks. So it's actually really good to walk and hike around here than what it was years ago. They weren't as good condition, but they've put a lot of work into the tracks, and as you can see, yeah, a lot of boardwalk. They try and look after your legs, which is good. The further you get away, the track isn't as good, but it's still fairly well maintained, especially along the overland track. What can I say? It's the best seat in the house. Oh, whew. Actually, a pretty good spot here. I might actually finish the video here. Actually, it's a good spot to have my final. Well, there you have it, guys. Dove Lake and Cradle Mountain. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed the video, guys, hit subscribe, like and share. Got a few more videos coming out in Feb. Hopefully a few more fishing and hiking. So that'll be good. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one, and hope you enjoyed those stunning views. Woo! Thanks. See you on the next one. Cheers.